Hi, welcome to Buzz, Indiana's Underground Business Voice. My name is Tony Selza. We're here in Evansville, Indiana. I got Aaron Johnson with FFUSA. FFUSA is credit card processing.
Yes, sir.
Now, that's kind of dangerous. People put you in a box, right? They make you commodity. What is it that makes you different, Aaron?
We give 10% back of the profits from your account to a charity, church, or nonprofit of your choice without it costing you a dime. And that's kind of how we separate ourselves from the banks and the other financial institutions that do the same thing that we do.
So wait a minute. So your rates, you got as good a rates as anybody in the game.
Yes.
But part of what you do is say, look, you know what? We want a serious differentiator. And we want you to feel good about the money that you would be giving us anyways. So we're going to take 10% of it and give it to the nonprofit that you choose.
Right, in your name.
Wow. And so does they get that as a write-off?
No,
No.
It doesn't become a write-off, but credit card processing fees as a whole is a cost of doing business.
Yeah, amen.
So that's part of a write-off.
I mean, so let's say the guy's doing $5,000 a month in fees.
Right.
You're going to take $500 a month, and you're going to cut that nonprofit a check.
Correct.
I mean, that's if somebody's trying to get back to their church. I mean, that could pay the lighting bill.
Right.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's a
great.
great differentiator.
Right.
So how'd you get involved with these guys?
They hunted me down. They're a company out of Minnesota, and I had my resume out there, obviously looking for a job with the economic downturn, and talked to the guy for a couple hours, a couple different times, and he thought I had what it took.
Cool.
Because I had the gift of the gab, I guess you'd call it.
Sure. So you've been out there. What's your target market, Aaron? Are you going after
multi-location businesses?
Multi-location.
Yeah.
Okay. So because one of the things that's coming up is these mobile units, right?
Right.
So your HVAC unit, you can charge the guy if you're doing HVAC, and you go in, you do an installation, and they want to pay for their call, right?
Right.
They can do it right there with a credit card.
Well, and if you do it on site, you get a lot better rate. You get what they call the qualified rate because it's card-in-hand transactions versus somebody calling it into the office and trying to do.
That could be a whole percentage.
Oh, it could be 2-3 points.
Wow.
Yeah, it could be. And when you're talking, $1,500, $2,000 for an AC system, that's the difference between $200 and $400.
Yeah. So multi-location business is a great niche for you. You're looking. I got to imagine you're looking to network with other players in that game. Now, I think that if they're a bank, they probably not to have a division of their own.
Most banks, if they're less than 20 branches, they don't.
Okay.
They get a portfolio and they sell it to different companies.
Okay. So maybe a small bank could be a good strategic partner.
Absolutely.
For you. Okay.
Absolutely.
But really, maybe I'm trying to think of the players that would make sense for you. Maybe a franchise consultant if somebody's selling franchises?
Franchise, I have 2 companies that I do franchise work with. And the way that is really, really good for the franchise corporation is they get a 10% fee for letting us capture that market back to them as well.
That's huge.
Yeah, so it's big. So it's 2 different streams of revenue for the franchise corporation.
Wow. So franchises are really good.
They're really, really good, yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So franchise companies, great for you. Anybody else selling to those franchises would be a good strategic connection for you. And you give them a 10% back to the favorite nonprofit. I mean, it's almost like you got an unfair advantage. I mean, you're bringing a gun to a knife fight when you go up against these guys. So it's got to feel good as a sales guy.
It is fun, and it's fun when you work with the nonprofits. I work with one of the biggest nonprofits I work with, probably the Ben Hogan Foundation, and they're a huge spokesman for me. I get stuff all over the country because it's people who donate to them anyway, and they happen to own businesses, and so it's an easy way for them to donate and it not cost them a dime because they're already paying a fee.
Yeah.
I guarantee I'm going to save you money over your fees, plus I'm going to donate for you.
Wow.
So
I mean,
it's a win-win for everybody.
Yeah. Well, I think the one thing that your business has done a lot of thinking to design is to make sure everybody wins in the deal. I mean, and we at Rainmakers, we talk about 3 wins. You've got to win. I've got to win if we're partners, and then the customer's got to win. And you guys have designed that kind of product. And
correct.
I mean, it's 3 wins certified, if you will.
Right.
So it's got to be fun out there marketing and selling the marketplace.
It's one of the funnest jobs I've ever had.
How do they find you?
My email is probably the easiest way. It's FFUSAEVV at yahoo.com.
Okay, awesome. Say it again one more time.
FFUSAEVV at yahoo.com.
Aaron Johnson, you've been buzzed.
Thanks.
Thanks, man.